Hey, Hannah Mouse 1 here. Today I have this craft kit that we're going to be testing. It is called Glittery Rock Painting Unicorns. The recommended retail price is $14.99, but I got it significantly discounted on like an offer at the local craft store. So I'm going to be seeing if this has £15 worth of value in it. Enjoy! So inside this kit we have this little envelope which contains some paint, glitter glue, a really rubbish quality detail brush, some transfer stickers and some cut out card pieces. It also comes with a door hanger for some reason. Then we have this, granted, really detailed like instruction and activity book. It feels really nice and high quality. So let's actually just get on straight to testing it. I choose a rock which I think best suits my needs. I'm going to be making the Shy Unicorn one. Right off the bat, these paints are so low quality. Like they are so transparent and like it required so many coats in. I don't include all of them on camera here, but I do include most of them just to give you an idea of how long it takes. And yeah, so this is not even all the coats, and it actually looks a lot better on camera than it does in real life. Like, it looks a lot more opaque on camera. In real life, it was so splotchy and rubbish and weak. Another immediate thought I had was, this brush is not good for covering wide areas. The thin tip, it is good if you're trying to draw details. It is a detail brush. It would be nice if for £15 they gave us a flat brush. Especially as there's a picture of a flat brush on the box. It feels like that's such an obvious thing to put in. But still, this brush does the job. It's not gonna win any prizes for quality, but it is functional, and I think for a craft kit, that's what you're really looking for. You have to remember this kit is definitely aimed at like, I'd say about like 7-year-olds. The fact that before you cut anything out, it says, get an adult to cut this out for you. It's like, it's not aimed at teenagers, so I am going to be more critical than the average 7-year-old. But yeah, I mix the colours together to make this one, which I do the nose on. I'm not going to bore you with all the coats again, because there was a lot of them. Yeah. The instructions were fairly easy to follow, like they're pretty clear. It's bright and colourful, which is always nice. And yeah. I just went through and copied the instructions as closely as possible. For this one, I was only using materials in the kit, so I used only their paint, only their brush. Like, I mean, I got my own water, but I don't think that really counts, does it? I wouldn't expect the craft kit to give me paint water, but yeah. These transfer stickers are pretty fun. They didn't come out perfect, but that could very well just be my lack of like technique, because I've never done them before. And if you are a kid, like your kid is going to be pretty thrilled like by this. It's pretty fun and it's like pretty cool to see. And it probably is more long lasting than your run-of-the-mill stick-on stickers. The technique is a lot like, I don't know if you ever had like a transfer tattoo in like school fates or anything. It's just that with stickers. Probably why they're called transfer stickers, honestly, because they're transfers. Yeah. The cutout pieces are pretty straightforward. I'll say glitter glue is not the best adhesive. It takes a while to dry and it's not that strong, but you don't want to give your kids a really strong glue anyway. For a second rock, I decided to go with the rainbow rock they had. This time I'm going to give myself the luxury of using some of my own white acrylic paint and my own paint brushes. Just because doing another one with all the coats again, like having to do 10,000 coats, would make me actually lose the will to live. Like, just look how much more opaque this like acrylic goes down, and it's not like super high quality. Like, it's just like what they had at my local craft store, and it's like so much better. Yes, I know this kit is cheap, but like, if you're gonna give us so little paint, at least make it decent. Or if you're gonna use the rubbishy paints, give us more of it. It's like they give us these tiny amounts in such low quality. It's like they spent like no money on the paint in a painting kit, and it's kind of like ridiculous. But yeah, I just went through, my own paints work so much better. The instructions are actually really cute, and following them was a lot of fun. I'll admit, there are some things which bother me about the instructions, but we'll get onto that a bit more later. Their rainbow was rubbish. Like, they put 3 stripes on because, and I quote, "who's counting?" Well, I'm counting, so I'm gonna do all the colours. Because, yeah, a 3-stripe rainbow is not a rainbow by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, this one I'm definitely taking some more creative liberty than I did with the first one. But it does give you more of an idea of like what you can do with this kit, and I do think this rock came out really, really cute. It might just be wishful thinking, but I do wish that this kit came with like a glaze or something. But this is a kid's craft kit, so I wouldn't have expected it. But yeah, if there was a nice like gloss varnish or something to put over it at the end, that would make these so much cuter. But yeah, I'm not taking that away from the kit, because I think that would just be a bit unreasonable for a kid's craft kit. And I think the rocks do come out really cute. So here's the 2 rocks that I've made. Now I'm going to give you a quick overview. Okay, so in terms of positive things, straight off the bat, I made cute rocks. I was able to use this kit and made the products they advertised, which I think is just straight off tick for the win column right there. If your kit does what it says on the box, you're doing something right. Second, it kind of leads on to the first, but the instructions are great. They were easy to follow, they had pictures to guide you. There were a few weird things with the instructions, like if a lot of them you had to draw the character first and then the background, when it makes way more sense to do the background first. Especially with a kid who's gonna struggle to outline their character really neatly. It does feel weird that they have you do the background last, but yeah. And also, like I said before, the rainbow is a disgrace. But apart from that, the instructions are great. 3, the back of the instruction book is actually a set of activities, which is so cute, and they're all like thematically like good for this kit, like they're all unicorn or horse themed. And for a kit that has a lot of drying times, if you have an impatient kid, just having this thing to like occupy them whilst your paint's drying is such a cute idea, and I'm really happy with that. For the negative side of things, the first thing that hit me was how small the rocks are. Like on the activity book cover, they compare one of the rocks to a paintbrush, and I compared that paintbrush to one of my own paintbrushes, which I think is meant to be approximately the same size, and the rocks are so much smaller by proportion, the ones in the kit. And like, you might just think, oh, that's just because they photoshopped the cover, but even the stickers that come with the kit, like the eyes, are too big for the rocks. So it's like, where on the line of logic did that happen? The budgeting part would be my guess, but yeah. Then the paints. I had so many issues with the paints. The main one being how transparent they were. Like, yes, I get they're cheap, but like, it is a pain. And if I was like a 7-year-old, I think I would not have the patience to go over it 5, 6, 10 times in some cases. I just don't think that's worth it. Another issue is the paint pots are so small. Like, I didn't run out of any because I didn't do all the kits, and I suppose because the rocks are so small, you're unlikely to run out too quickly, but it's like, yeah, it just feels a bit like annoyingly small, the paint pots. I will say the paints do have a really nice gloss to them, like they are shiny, and that is quite nice. Number 3, there's no flat brush, which is really annoying when you're trying to cover large areas, especially when, like I said, you're going over it and over it and over it. You want to do that quickly, and I wouldn't even be so annoyed about this, but like, they have a picture of a flat brush on the packaging, and it's like, or on the guidebook. It's like, if you're gonna show us that you should use a flat brush, give us a flat brush. It's not that illogical. yeah, I just found that slightly annoying. But overall, this kit did do what it says, and I got it for like about £5 because it was on offer. And at £5, I say it's worth it. Like, especially if you have a kid who loves unicorns and like magic, like, and it is like a fun activity. It will keep you occupied. Like hell, even the activity book you could probably sell off for £5. Like yeah, that's fine. I would not pay £15 for this unless your child is obsessed with unicorns. Like, personally, I would not think this is £15 worth of value. But yeah, if it's on offer, I'd say give this kit a go. It's pretty fun. And I enjoyed it for what it's worth. I know I sound pretty negative this review, but I am just trying to be honest. These are my actual feelings about this kit. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll give it that. But like, I've used worse craft kits. It does what it says. With that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week with another one. Bye!